Dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of glossy right now. I just got out the shower and I'm very glossy today. So hello, rematch players. I hope you're having a very good day. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to pick your main position when it comes to playing rematch. So if you guys don't really know, there are technically 4 positions in rematch. There are strikers slash forwards, there are midfielders, there are defenders, and there are goaltenders or goalkeepers. In most instances, you'll probably only see forward, defender, and goalkeeper, but in some formations, in some teams, you have midfielders who are kind of two-way players, but it really depends on the squad that you play with or you play against. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how, oh my god, the guy went flying. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys, one, what the strengths of, what you should be able to do with each position, and 2, how you know if it's the right pick for you. So before we start with that, guys, I just want to say a big thank you to Balder, which is the the gameplay that you're watching right now. It's his gameplay. I did not record during the rematch beta, which you know, yeah, I was kind of late to the beta, so it's kind of bad. So I didn't get the chance to record my own gameplay, but thank you for Balder for letting me use your gameplay. Get this man a 6K subs. He's a really chill dude. Deserves every sub that he gets. And with that being said, let's start with the strikers. So strikers, by far the most popular position. When I used to play, everyone used to spam up and just, there's basically no defenders when I played. And as a goaltender, it's annoying. So striker, one most popular position, so you have to basically fight to actually get the chance to play striker. However, the position is a lot of fun, and I could see why it's very popular. So strikers, your job is to score, and score. Your job is to generate offense and to really make sure your team gets ahead on the scoreboard. In most cases, strikers, every single offensive attribute you should be good at. So shooting, aiming, passing, everything that involves offense, you should be that should be a strong suit of yours. I will put more emphasis on the shooting and the dribbling. Those are really like big. Being able to create your own shots and actually putting it on target like this guy just did right here. It's stuff like this that really separate bad and good strikers. And passing plays like this. Damn, that was clean. I wish they scored that. So when you are a striker, like I said, you want to be mainly on the other side of the pitch. You want to be putting pressure and keeping the ball in the enemy's half. That's your job. Now, that doesn't mean that you guys do not play defense. You guys play defense in a different way than a traditional midfielder or defender. Your guys' job is to actually attack the ball and push the defense. A lot of defenders, in most cases, they'll back up and they'll try, you know, they'll try and be smart with their tackles. With strikers, you actually want to be a little bit more aggressive and force the opponent to make a move early to give your team a better chance to get the stop. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work, as long as you get the ball out of the defender's hand. It's amazing. You'd be surprised how helpful that is for your team, because one, you're taking one man out of the play, and 2, you're forcing them to move quicker with the ball, which can cause a lot more mistakes. You'd be surprised. So that's mainly all striker is. Just being an offensive powerhouse, scoring the goals, working with your team to score goals, and you are an essential part of a team. If you guys like to score goals and you like to be your team's offense, striker or forwards are for you. Now, if you're a little bit like me and you like to play a little bit of both, if you like to play both offense and defense, midfielders are for you. Midfielders are basically two-way players. Like I said, they're able to play both offense and defense, but their job is less to put more emphasis on offense, but being more the support on offense. Same thing on defense. On defense, they're more of like a support player. They're not there to be the anchor on defense, but they're there to support the defenseman, 1, in passing, and 2, if they need more help because of, you know, let's say they get pinched. So in most cases, midfielders, what they'll do is they'll sit a little bit further back. I'll put a picture on the screen. These are not set in stone, however, because, you know, the ball is not always in the same spot. But in most cases, when the ball is in the enemy's half and you guys are in full pressure, you should be around the top of the box. Because not most defenders, what they'll do is they'll cover whatever's in the box, and you'd be surprised how many free shots you can get outside the box, and they're surprisingly lethal. If the goalie's not ready for the shot, or he has to really shake his camera to turn to you, it could be a surprising shot that goes in relatively often. Now on defense, you are either with the defenders in order to play defense, or you're just a bit ahead of your defenders. Your job is, if the defender ends up getting the ball, you want to be the safe passing option. You want to be the start of your offense, which means you need amazing positional play, you need amazing awareness of the field, and you need amazing passing skills. In most cases, you're going to be the quarterback of your team when it comes to, you know, running the offense, because after the defender gives you the ball, you are the quarterback. You have maybe 2 players coming up with you. You maybe have 1 player coming up with you. You have to be very, very offensive based. I'll be honest, I met a guy who was really good at being a midfielder. The guy made my job so easily as a goaltender. It was like, a good midfielder can make our job so easy, because let's say I get a save, and I want to push the offense, but I have no one to pass to. The midfielder's right there. You give it to them. They have they can move up with a ball, and it's just that easy. So if you guys like to play a two-way style of game where you don't overcommit on offense, but you don't overcommit on defense, I'd say midfielder is for you. Now, when it comes to the defenders who like to be the big lockdowns of the squad and don't let goals going, this position is for you. Now, when I say defender, it doesn't mean that you guys are complete liabilities on offense. What I'm saying is your main goal is to stop cherry picking, stop players on a one-on-one situation, and to make your clears easier for your goaltender. I won't lie, when I played, defense was probably one of the tougher ways to play the game. It's very difficult to cut off passes. It's very difficult to just play defense in general. However, a good defender will be able to stall time enough for their teammates to come back to make it easier for you to get a stop. So the skills that you need to have to play defense are as follows. Positional awareness as well. Defensive awareness, so knowing where the other team is on the field and where your teammates are. And anticipation of the play. That's the biggest thing. Knowing where the play is going to end up is so important for a defender, so that they know what to do, so they just know where to be, or where the ball's going to be as time goes on. If you're able to have that skill, you're going to be a very dangerous defender, and your goalies are going to love you. I know I will. I have a friend of mine who plays defense. He's not the top tier defender, but he knows how to play the job so well, he makes my job easy, which if you make my job easy, you don't have to be the greatest defender, you know? So if you guys like to be the lockdown defenders and to really stop players from scoring, this is for you. Now, like I said, you're not a liability on offense. If you like to push up a little bit, and let's say there are no cherry pickers at all, what you can do is move up to a little bit after the center line. A lot of times, there's no options for, your team to get a shot off. So giving a good pass back to your defenseman can give a really good shot opportunity off the wall, or it can give a really good, could be a good shot, a new passing option. You can be a little bit more, if you have defensemen who like to be a little bit more offensive based but don't like to be midfielders, this could be a good, let's say, like defensemen in like hockey, by example, where you guys sit at the point and you really are just playmaking, trying to find your team a better chance to score. So if you're more defensive based, but you like to be a little bit more on the passing side, because a big skill you need to have as defenseman is clears, defensemen are for you. You guys want to sit usually around here when you're on defense. You want to be the last line of defense besides your goalie. Let's get on with probably the least popular position in the game, goalkeepers. I don't know if you guys, anyone who has played the game before, I'm sure you guys have seen moments where the minute that the ball gets dropped, the person who got put in goalie, for you new guys who don't know how the goalie system works, basically, every time a goal is scored, it randomizes your position. So you get put in one of 5 spots, or 4 if you're playing 4v4, but usually I'm talking in the 5v5 setting. You get put in one of 5 different spots, and one of them is the goalie. Often, and the way that you're able to, you could change goalies on the fly. By example, let's say the guy in the net doesn't want to play goalie. He could step out of the box, and the next person who gets in the box will become the goaltender. And another cool part about this game is if there are no goaltenders, the person who's furthest back on your team in their own half will get this cool little effect. I'll show it on screen. It's called the sweeper. Basically, you basically get infinite stamina, so you're able to run up, make a play, and come back. This is why there's different styles of goaltenders. So there are stay-at-home goaltenders, which basically kind of like what the person in net is doing right now. He does not leave his net. They're staying in their box, and they're staying in, they're staying in their little zone. There are aggressive goaltenders, which they will actually leave their net in order to stop a pass or a cherry picking pass, which is a very good skill to have, even if you're a stay-at-home goaltender, because even then if you got someone who's just standing in the box and then they clear it, you're not just gonna sit there and let them get a free shot on you. You go and you cut off that pass. So what I was trying to say is they go all the way to the center line. They go as aggressive as possible, and it can get you some pretty good steals if you play it right, but it can be very risky because one shot and it's a goal. If you guys watched a little bit in the video, there are some goals where the goalie was too aggressive and the net was just wide open. But the main skill goalies you need to have is reaction time. Now I'm gonna, you know what? Let's hit the human benchmark real quick. I low-key want to see if my reaction time has got better. Let's see. But the main skill you want to have as a goalie is reaction time. 159, that's really good actually. So goalies, if you guys have a below average reaction time and you guys really want to play goalie, your strongest bet is to learn how to, when people are shooting, and just, trying to get better at reacting to shots coming in, because the biggest skill a goalie needs to have in order to be considered competitive is reaction time. If you're able to react on the spot on knowing which shots are going to hit the net and which ones don't, it's really like it's a super good skill. By example, a big thing a lot of offensive players are doing is shooting the ball above the net. A lot of goalies, what they do is they jump anyways. That just gets the other team a free goal. So being able to react accordingly and doing the right moves at the right time is it's the biggest part. Oh my god, the goalie, speaking of Jesus Christ, the goalie tried to be aggressive and he missed the ball completely. That's kind of crazy. So basically, guys, look, that's what happens. If you try and go too aggressive and you mess it up, that's a free goal right there. That's basically what goalies are. There's going to be a lot of experimenting with goaltending, because I know for me, I'm going to be trying out some different things because I'm playing in a tournament. Wink, 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 wink. Video coming out soon. The goalies, you guys have to really be amazing reactors. You have to be able to think on the spot, making sure you do the right plays, the right pushes, because shots in this game are difficult to save if you don't know what you're expecting. So to recap goaltending, you need amazing reaction time, amazing decision making, and amazing passing. You are the person that's going to be throwing the long range passes, and I'm telling you, if you can make good passes in this game from your own box, that skill gap alone is gonna get you so far. It's insane. So that's basically all the positions in this game that people play in the community. So just to recap, strikers, offensive guys, you guys really need to get good at all the offensive skills. Midfielders, you have to be very good at supporting every single position. So defense, so positional play, awareness, passing, all of the above, because you're going to be basically the quarterback of your team. Look at that pass. That's the midfield. Pass to the midfield, and now you get a little bit of a chance on the two forwards. You take a shot above the net, and bang! Oh my God. Okay, Balder, I see you. The defender, speaking of, needs to have amazing positional play, because you can't let anyone get by you, and you have to have amazing defensive actions. If you're able to steal the ball from the defender with no problem, it's really hard for the other team to score on you. And the goalies, you guys need amazing reaction time and amazing decision making on when to push and when to stay back in your crease. Yeah, guys, that's basically all there is to rematch and all the positions. I hope you guys choose your position. If you guys play one of these positions in your squad, let me know down in the comments any tips that I have missed, or if you agree with my points, or if you disagree with my points. Who knows? So yeah, that's basically all there is to the positions. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on day 1 of rematch. Bye, guys.